Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another video. So I thought I was going to be doing a lot more content this week. I was totally expecting them to announce a new kit, drop another patch, or at the very least a laundry list, but none of that happened. So thankfully, Paralives actually came through, so that's what this video is going to be all about. Because they have slowly but surely started showing snippets of the live mode gameplay. I'll play the first clip right now, which is focused on the action cue. First off, I just gotta say, that music is so nice and calming, it makes me feel at peace with myself. But what also makes me feel at peace with myself is the fact that we don't need to cancel actions in order to prioritize others in the queue. Because normally, like in The Sims, we would have to cancel actions in order to have other stuff done sooner. But yeah, as we can see, Sebastian was talking on the cell phone at the beginning, and then we have this action queued up to go to the toilet. But it doesn't have to stay at the end, we can just simply click and drag it to move it up. And then the talk on the phone interaction is cancelled so that he'll just go to the toilet right away. This may not seem like a huge deal at first, but it definitely is to me, because in the long run, I think it will help make the gameplay smoother, because there have been times where I, for example, made my sim go take a shower and I've put that in the queue, and then I realized, oh wait! Their bladder motive is low too, I didn't realize that, so then I cancel the shower, and then I have them go to the toilet first and then take a shower after, because that makes more sense, and that's definitely a habit of mine that's carried over since the Sims 1 days, where Sims hygiene would go down while they were on the toilet. Oh, I don't think that's really relevant anymore, but still, there's things like that where it's like, oh, actually I should have done this first, and then it's just a little bit easier and a little less clicking to just simply drag stuff up the queue that I think is more important to have done first. There's a couple of other details that I noticed that I found kind of interesting, like how it shows the house in the bottom left corner, so I guess that is just supposed to display a thumbnail of whatever current lot you're on. So yeah, I guess that could be a nice little visual touch. I don't know, it's not something that I ever felt like I needed, but yep, it's something that's there. I also noticed that it only shows Sebastian's name, not his child's name too, so I guess it could be a thing where for extra emphasis it just shows the current name of the parafolk that you're playing as, though of course that is highly subject to change by the time the game comes out. There's also this funny outtake posted to their Twitter page saying, "Bug alert, only cool people flush the toilet like that." Yeah, I gotta try that one day. That looks kind of fun to do, actually. Now I'll play the last clip, which is not something I expected to focus on, but the sensor blur effect. So the reason they shared this video is because they haven't made a final decision as to what they're going to go with for the sensor blur, and asked us which one is our favorite. And while the kind of like sensor blur that we already have in The Sims works fine, I actually prefer the white scribbles that are shown near the end. I mean, the flame one is kind of funny, but I think the novelty would wear off after a while, and the straight-up sensor bar I don't think is all too great either. It reminds me more of cop shows, to be honest, so I could do without that one. But I think the white scribbles really go well with the game's art style and would also help it stand out a bit more in comparison to The Sims, so it's not just the same thing. I'll also throw in one tweet that I haven't already covered in a video, which is about clothing, tucked in or untucked shirt options. A small pairmaker feature that we added a while back. On some shirts, there's an option to wear it tucked in or untucked. This creates some interesting outfits that feel pretty different depending on how you choose to wear the shirt. Just like with the action cue reordering, I feel this is a really nice quality of life improvement to life simulations. Because, like with The Sims, you always have to download separate custom content versions of, like, if the default one by Maxis is tucked, then you gotta have a separate untucked one in your mods folder. And yeah, if you have an untucked one by default, then you gotta get a CC version that's tucked if you want to have that option. So yeah, less stuff cluttering the mods folder, hopefully, with Paralives. So that is pretty much it. It is nice to see more news about Paralives again, because it's been mostly quiet for the past year or so, and I'm guessing there probably will be more to cover in the near future. I mean, there's probably eventually still going to be a full-blown gameplay trailer that's a few minutes long, but for now it is still nice to see these snippets to have more transparency and progress on just how things are going. So feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on these gameplay clips, and which version of the censor blur do you like the most? And be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content. I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!